Hello and welcome to this lecture. In the previous lecture, you learned how to implement a for loop, and in this lecture, you will be learning how to implement a while loop. To start with, what is a while loop? While loop is a looping statement that executes a block of code as long as a certain condition is evaluated to true. Let's take a look at how while loop works with the help of an example. Let me define a variable temperature that is used to store the room temperature. Say I start off by declaring it with the value 77 degree Fahrenheit. So what I want my program to do is to print the temperature as long as it is being maintained in the room temperature. The range for room temperature is 68 to 77 degree Fahrenheit. So how do we do that? I have my while loop, and in my while loop I will be checking if my temperature lies in the range 68 to 77. So I compare temperature is greater than or equal to 68, and if my temperature is less than or equal to 77. If this is true, I enter my while loop and I print the temperature. So my print statement would be room temperature is maintained at. Now if you remember what these curly braces are, they are placeholders for your variable names. So this placeholder will be replaced by the temperature. So in this case it would print room temperature is maintained at 77 degree Fahrenheit. And I format my string and I enter the variable name temperature. So what I will do next is to reduce my temperature by 1 degree Fahrenheit. So my temperature will be temperature -1. Now let's see what the execution of this while loop will look like. There. So it started with room temperature being maintained at 77 degree Fahrenheit, and it went all the way from 76, 75 to 68. So after 68, what happened is your room temperature was reduced to 67. Now since 67 is no longer in the range 68 to 77, our while loop breaks and we come out of the loop. Next, what we will be talking about is an infinite while loop. We can have a while loop that runs forever by mentioning the condition in the while loop as true. Now I can have a print statement that says this loop runs forever. Now on execution of this statement, this loops prints on and on. Now I have hit a Ctrl C on my keyboard to stop it from further execution. I just wanted you to know that something like an infinite while loop exists, though it does not make much of a sense in this example. A real-time example could be the LED light that gets turned on when you plug in your mobile phone for charging. That LED light remains that way, and that's done by using an infinite loop. So that's the end of this lecture. You learned what is a while loop, you learned how to implement a while loop, and finally you learned what an infinite while loop is. In the next lecture, we will be discussing about what nested loops are, and I'll see you there. Thank you.